try once again to crack the tough nut that is Shopify Rebellion. They haven't been able to win in these series quite yet. Here with me to watch the action are two phenomenal casters. Why not be reckless and active? Hey man, you're looking good over there, Active. How are you feeling today?
Feeling fantastic. There's been some good matches so far. I'm excited to see 3/4 of this Optic roster at work once again. Like you said, potentially to take out Shopify Rebellion. Lots of work to do though.
Tony, hey, we're coming into the action. Get yourself ready. Two juggernauts going at it once again. Tony, tell them what's at stake.
I mean, that's a great way to bring it in right then and there, ladies and gentlemen. We got Spin again, looking to try again against this Shopify Rebellion roster. We got a full roster versus 3/4 of that Optic Gaming Falcon joining them. And all I know, I don't know who's gonna win, but all I know, this is going to be a banger of a series.
Already like the beginning play, and goodness me, Frosty's been on one. They're going to take him out quickly, but Frosty's a player I'm looking out for on this roster. When this guy gets into gear, you'll start to see the wheels turn. You'll start to see this Rebellion roster come alive. It's all dependent on Frosty.
And what makes Frosty such a special player? Like, we've seen him be one of the most talented players in Halo 5. We've seen him be able to carry that into Halo Infinite. A world champion, multi-time world
Double
champion.
kill.
Like, what makes Frosty such a special player?
Well, Tony, it's a blessing and a curse, okay? Frosty has that extra gear to him, but the problem is he doesn't always get to that extra gear. We know what Frosty's capable of. We know that he can do incredible things to take games all the way to the end, take them and win them and close them out. The problem is, in these online tournaments, it's hard to get Frosty to that level. I'm gonna see if he can do that here.
Well, I don't know if he actually hit that gear just yet, but I do know what grinds his gears is starting off 0-3 right there. An aggressive spin again, commanding space, taking over that A side. Alpha and Bravo now clearly belongs to them, and we're bound watching the cross with the shock rifle. Well, you can expect shots like that, and last
Double
shot,
kill.
you ain't gonna be the last shot this man hits. He's gonna hit plenty more if things continue like this. Bound's a monster.
This is beautiful out of the side of the spin again. I mean, absolutely phenomenal, right? They cut through. It's Rebellion that tries to take the players off the glass. Not possible. It is Spin again with the lockdown in the setup.
Yeah, you better watch out, man. Legend is here, and his influence is already being felt. Maybe 2-3 right now, but the tempo in which Spin again are playing at is crazy. They are flying. They are diving, and right now, Shopify Rebellion needs to find an answer. Perfect shots and a camouflage in the hands of World 2. Well, that might be exactly what the doctor ordered.
A bit of an extra reason to win here for the side of Spin again, right? They've only got 3/4 of that Optic Gaming roster. We're going to see these two go against each other all season long, and this is the first time that we see a sign of how things are going to look. Spin again, once again, the double cap locked in. A is going to be traded, but a great job by them to get those points.
Tim, I don't know if you're trying to get me hyped, but you got me hyped. I ain't gonna lie. You got me there. I love it. 91-3 lead in favor of Spin again at the moment. Last shot trying to stay alive, but a pivotal fight being won by Falcon, even doing enough damage to put Psycho down to one shot. So what does Renegade do? He activates on that damage. You ain't gonna be one shot around Renegade and expect to live to tell the tale.
Yeah, you can't take that 1v1 versus Renegade, and right now, all Rebellion are doing is giving Renegade those isolated 1v1s, not necessarily what you want to do against a player with the individual talent of Renegade.
126-3 lead in favor of Spin again. I'm not saying you have to hit the panic button just yet, but are you concerned if you're Shopify Rebellion with this starting to
Killing spree.
spin again out of control? Maybe I was terrible. I'm sorry, but still, the point stands though. Are you a bit worried here for Shopify Rebellion, who normally are a fantastic Strongholds roster?
Very. I'm going to be honest. This snowball is spinning, but it's spinning out of control. This snowball is getting large on the side of Spin again. It's incredible by them. They continue to take these fights. They continue to win them. It's 2 down once again for Rebellion. And I mean, Rebellion can't find a way inside of a hill. And when they do, look, they're down to no shields. Maybe he'll get B, but then he's going to go down. Maybe not. A little bit of an answer back here. 2 down for Spin again.
I've had a lot of people coming into my chats talking about the Shopify Rebellion about to take over. They say, hey, have you seen them tournament after tournament? They've been running the off-season well. I'm assuming Renegade and Balance that we didn't even have our full roster. Let's get our third head in here. Let's get our third monster in here and show you what we can do with 3/4 of that Optic Gaming roster. And as of right now, Spin Again look dangerous. If this is any kind of prelude, this is any kind of appetizer to the main course that's going to be the 2025 season, when talking about Optic Gaming, oh, I'm hungry, baby. I want it all.
It's incredible. It's just what you just said. It's only 3 of the 4 heads. Formal, we heard some talks yesterday. I was in the stream. We heard some talks yesterday. He will not be playing today. He just started playing Halo again yesterday. Of course, dominating in matchmaking. Of course, like he never dropped the game, but he won't be playing today. And he says potentially, maybe next week. Tony, if this is 3/4, oh my word, this is looking good.
Multiple going down here for Spin Again, though, so it's an opportunity for Shopify Rebellion to take the 3 down, take control. You are down by quite a bit, and let's be honest with you, a double cap isn't gonna do it. They're going for 3, and they're gonna have to play damn near perfect Halo. I'm sure every caster has said it, but look at the scoreboard. If it's never been more true than what you're looking at right now.
This will be, or have to be, perfect. I mean, they've got that double cap locked in, and you see, once they even have a semblance of a setup, it's an immediate push by the side of Spin Again. Finally, though, we're seeing kills go on the side of Rebellion, and it's last shot coming through with those kills. 11 and 11, gets a couple of shots on the bound, can't clean them up. But again, you gotta be careful. You cannot let one of these Spin Again members in a hill.
Last shot ends up going down, and Frosty has to come out of the play in order to grab a hold of this camouflage, but back into it right now is Frosty, and Rebellion continue to score right now. So despite being in a bit of a non-advantageous position, they hold. And as of right now, slowly starting to approach triple digits, still down by quite a bit, a mountain if you will, but one that Frosty is looking to conquer, or at least climb here today.
What's interesting is they haven't really dedicated to that triple cap just yet. They're forcing the spawns on the long haul, which is great, but they're not confident in the triple cap approach. Right now, just being okay with those 2 caps is fine. They can slowly climb up that mountain, like you just said, Tony. And with 3 down, that mountain is very slippery at the moment. It's Royal 2, the last player alive.
And it's going to be really tough. You notice it Spin Again, immediately attacking the A side. Royal soon feels the pressure. He has to make a play. Grapples on in, and although a decent trade, the trade is not what they're looking for. They need clean slays to Shopify Rebellion. Charlie does belong to them, but Legend is not able to grab a hold of Bravo. Psycho is fighting for his life, and Renegade does not care whether he lives or dies.
Yeah, Cycle ends up going down, and that means it's going to be a couple more points for the side of Spin Again. They do find themselves inside of A, though, so it's an AC hold for a moment, 248 to 100.
Just 2 seconds away from taking it. Our Spin Again right now, Legend making his way over toward the Charlie side. Notice that Shopify Rebellion do attack Bravo, but it's unsuccessful. And Reset comes in, Cycle's gonna try to get it, but he's one shot, doesn't have the shields to play with, and with that, Spin Again may have wavered for just a bit, but at the end of the day, we knew they were 1 round of slays away from ultimately taking it, and that's what they do.
Yeah, I mean, they slowed down just a bit, but that game was dominant all the way through. I am very impressed by Spin Again. Maybe Shopify caught a bit off guard with that game 1. You see the slays out of bound. I mean, Tony, 17 and 11 out of this man and 16 and 9 out of Renegade. It's great to see these 2 play together again. Haven't seen that since the 2s in Halo 5.
You know, I'm a bit of an assist man. I loved Renegade's 11 assists to go along with that. 16 and 9 with 11 assists. That was crazy, but look, Bound is this guy's special, man. He really is. Like, even before joining that SSG roster, like, you saw this kid, even going back to Halo 5, and you're just like, dude, he has talent. And it felt like he's just been leveling up every single year, getting better and better. And now going to be signed with Optic Gaming. How crazy is that? If he continues to get better and better, like, at what point does he just become the best player in the league? Like I said, if every year you're getting better and better and you're already in the top percentile in the world, like, it is scary to see Bound continue to improve.
Yeah, this Optic Gaming, or 3/4 of the Optic Gaming roster, like what we just saw, it's obviously the first time we've seen that in the offseason, right? I am very, very impressed by what I saw. It is an online tournament. Obviously, we know what's at stake here, but again, this is the first time we've seen these three play together. On top of it, Verbmaker made a good point in the chat. Legend's still on 150 ping. I mean, 100 plus ping. The guy's still in frame, so that's even better. Like, this is scary, Tony. I had my, I guess, worries or maybe concerns about this roster. Yes, they look great on paper, but can they perform? This is the first time we've seen, even, you know, as close as we've seen, I should say, to this Optic Gaming roster, and so far they look great.
Wait a minute. So the more ping you have, the worse it is? I thought the more ping you had, the better it was.
Oh, wow, you're insane then, Tony. You play good with high ping? That's nuts.
No, I have a low ping. I keep telling people I'm at a disadvantage.
Oh.
Wait, do I just suck?
No, Tony, you're phenomenal, and don't let anyone tell you differently. Okay, I would choose you over a lot of people, but yeah, I mean, you're great, Tony.
Who would you choose over? Who would you choose me over? Hold on. This doesn't sound like a compliment.
I mean, I don't know.
Would you choose me?
Okay,
would you choose me over? Would you choose me over Last Shot?
No, absolutely not. No, sorry, Tony.
What?
Tony.
6-3 lead in favor of a Shopify Rebellion. Cycle was able to get a hold of that camouflage, and you're seeing the pin start to be formulated by Shopify Rebellion. Last Shot is decent, but he did go down. I would have stayed alive, but whatever. Cycle still with the camo and trying to make a play on spin again.
All Cycle. He's got that camo, and it runs out. I mean, honestly, you don't get any kills with this camo, but you get information. You know the entire B side on the map is clear. You know exactly where all the rest of the players are. They are on that A side. Now you can formulate a push and make sure to pinch them in this situation. And right now, it's a one-to-one trade-off. Rebellion in that lead.
Great shots coming out of Cycle right there. Perfect, if you will, as the man hasn't died just yet and is getting really comfortable with that wall as he tries to stay alive. Long range shots out of bounds, somehow finds the exit route, and as he stays alive, his teammates are coming off a spawn. This should be a new push for Spin again.
Okay, yeah, Spin again are heavy on that B side. I don't like this by Frosty. Somehow he finds the timing, and this is what you love, right? If you can penetrate towards B and find that timing like Frosty just did and utilize that red gun, look how much of the map it frees up. Now you've got C side if you want it. Camo's coming up. This is beautiful for Rebellion.
Frosty hasn't died a single time yet. 4 kills, 2 assists to go along with it. As of right now, Spin again are still looking for him. Well, Falcated has found him, and with that, Shopify Rebellion do end up going 3 down. Their lead is down to just 2 kills.
Yeah, I do believe Spin again did steal that camo away. It looked like Rebellion were in full control, but it's going to be a quick little burn there on the camo by Spin again, and that's exactly what you like to see. You don't want that camo in the hands of Rebellion, and now you've taken control back in the game for Spin again.
And they've also taken the lead, have Spin again. Aggressive bound to trade out his life. As we switch gears over towards Legend, who wants to take a center route right towards the B stairs. He wants to hunt down Rebellion and make sure they are never comfortable here on the streets.
That's the thing about Legend, right? You're gonna see some crazy stats out of him, but he just does everything he needs to do, and that's the kind of player you look for, especially in year 4 of Halo Infinite. You want a player that's going to adapt to whatever situation, output that damage, not take a lot, and you'll see that damage differential for Legend be very deep, right? You'll see it's plus 400, plus 500 on the daily, you know, each and every game. And that's exactly what you want out of Legend.
Right now, Shopify Rebellion's defense looking tough. Last Shot and the crew able to now rotate out towards that purple side. A Stalker in the hands of Last Shot. And by the way, Falcon looks to be by himself right now. Looks like a bit of a 3-1 split. And right now, Shopify Rebellion are finding kill after kill. Spin again They had control of the map, but here comes last shot. Here comes Shopify Rebellion, and the weakened players, the one-shot players, are now being hunted down. Rebellion have taken the lead.
Something we saw in game one was a very isolated Rebellion, and honestly, it comes down to timing. If you're pushing on a side of the map and you don't have the timing with your teammate, you guys are not on the same page, that's when you start to see those isolated deaths. We're not seeing that here. We're seeing a bait and switch. We're seeing the teamwork that we're used to seeing out of Rebellion, and we're seeing a triple kill and 3 dead. Cycle, beautiful job. Red gun in hand.
Putting them on a spin cycle right now is Shopify Rebellion's Young Gun. Camouflage and Stalker in the hands of Psycho, and something tell me that Preston is looking to press the defense. He's looking to continue to push up on Spin Again. No longer will Psycho and Shopify Rebellion allow Spin Again to set the pace of the game. They're now playing on their terms, and Spin Again are the ones who have to play reactionary from this point forward.
I hate to say cycle for the 3rd time, Tony, but one thing the Shopify are doing are cycling the spawn. They're making sure to get 2 down like they have right now, and look how they immediately push on the other 2. This is suffocating out of the side of Shopify Rebellion, and this is why they're one of the best Slayer teams in the game.
You can say it as much as you want. You know, I just turned that man's name Preston into Press Them. I'm just saying, I'll be here all week. 36-28 lead in favor of Shopify Rebellion right now. And this is where the game maybe slows down a bit. Frosty making sure he watched the B side and somehow is able to anticipate that Spin Again. We're trying to infiltrate, trying to penetrate the D through the purple side of the map. He snaps on it. Shopify Rebellion blocked that angle again. No matter what Spin Again tried to do, Shopify Rebellion have the answer.
I want to point it out once again as Cycle gets another double. Some beautiful shots with 3 down for Spin Again. I got to point it out again, Tony. Watch the pace of the game. When Rebellion have all alive on the side of Spin Again, they stand still. They slow down the pace. Once they get 1 or 2 dead, you see them activate forward. Now, this pace slows again. Look, they're going to try and get damage. The flank comes in from Cycle. This is beautiful out of Rebellion.
Have you ever seen a 16-wheeler stop on a dime? Because that's what it feels like when watching Shopify Rebellion. They're driving forward, they're holding forward, but then the moment you get those slays, like you said, they're able to literally change the pace almost immediately. How do you keep up with that? I guess you don't, because it's 47-35. Just looking for the final 3 kills are Shopify Rebellion.
Last shot does go down, and that camo is up, but even with that camo, this is going to be extremely tough for Spin Again. Frosty gets another kill in the feed, so it's only 1 more, Tony.
Camouflage in the hands of Renegade, their first one they were able to get, but might just be a little too late, because sadly, it ain't coming into, it ain't having any impact. It ain't gonna affect the results. Shopify Rebellion. Dude, that was good, man. That was a bounce back game too. I know you like that.
Of course I like that. We get to see a game 3, and this is where obviously this 3/4 of the Optic roster shined in that very first game. It was in an objective. Obviously, we understand that Rebellion in Slayers are dominant. We've seen it week in, week out. You've watched the off-season tournaments. You know that this is the story. I don't know what Cycle was doing here, but it was working out. Regardless, now I wanted to see an objective out of them. I'm starting to see the teamwork click on the side of Rebellion. Sometimes you need a game to get up with these higher tier teams. Cycle's popping off. Let's see if they can do it here in game 3.
How many wheels does like one of those like big trucks have? I said 16-wheeler.
I have no idea, Tony. I agree with you.
Is it an 18?
It's 18 wheeler. You're missing 2. You're missing 2.
I mean, that you know what? Maybe I drive different trucks than y'all. How about that? You know what I'm saying? Like, you drive 16-wheelers, I'm over here. I can do it. You drive 18-wheelers, I can do it with 16.
Hey, as long as you're staying even. As long as you're staying even on the numbers. Driving a 15-wheeler would be kind of tough.
Yeah, I'm driving a 19-wheeler, bro.
Oh, man.
Hey, I promise you guys, you don't got to be smart in order to learn how to cast. I promise.
That's right.
You.
That's right.
Game number 3 is about to be on its way. It's going to be live. It's going to be fire. And man, after the bounce back from Shopify Rebellion, you know, and let's be honest, Spin Again, we're dominant in that game number 1. Do you feel like Shopify Rebellion now have control? Are they now once again the favorites, or do you think we're going to another objective? And do you still feel like Spin Again they must be confident.
I gotta see a little more out of Rebellion, right? In a Slayer, Tony, you can kind of just run around the map and play those isolated players all day, all night, right? There's no objective to worry about. When you have an objective, like here in King of the Hill, you're kind of restricted to one area on the map. And you could already see 3 down for Rebellion. They got caught out.
Last shot was able to get a hold of this sniper, and if he can buy enough time for his teammates to come off a spawn, maybe they can just try again. Maybe we can run this back, spin again, if you will. As of right now, spin again are the ones holding on to all of that hill time at the moment, but with camouflage, with sniper, maybe last shot of Rebellion can mount something special here.
I mean, he's doing work with that snipe, but I want to see something activated out of this side of Rebellion. Right now, it looks to me like they activated just enough. It's 3 down for Spin Again Renegade, the last alive.
Hey, you change your tone real quick. Don't act like you were going the opposite way. I heard it, I saw it. Don't be treating our Twitch chat like they're dumb. We heard you. We were here.
I tried to hide it. You caught me. You know me too well, Tony. The double out of cycle. This is what we need out of him. Ooh. He's starting to slay out of his mind. Will it be another triple? Legend shuts him down, but again, 3 down for Spin Again, Tony. Rebellion are starting to work.
So close, it's so far away right now. We're Spin Again, who now are starting to get cycled a bit. Staggered spawners are now being created here by Shopify Rebellion and Spin Again, who were in the driver's seat for so long in this hill. They're in must-kill mode. Well, they definitely did that. 3 down, go Shopify Rebellion and cycle. The final player alive doesn't stand a chance of getting Spin Again out of this hill. That's hill number 1, going to Spin Again.
Now, we know why this is bad, right? They got 3 down, and Rebellion were on that seaside. It was cycle, the last player alive, trying to maybe stay alive on Nest so they can get those C-plat spawns and get control of the next hill. But guess who's in control of the next hill? It's once again Spin Again. 1-0 lead.
Great shots out of Falcated, though. And as of right now, like I said, Spin Again do have the lead, and they have the lead as far as this hill as well. Falcated dropping down the QT. Now we can get aggressive, gets a get out of jail free card. Meanwhile, Shopify Rebellion, we're ignoring him for a second. Well, don't ignore Falcon. He's gonna command your attention. Frosty somehow living his best life right now, even able to get his shields back, and because of that, he lives to trade out his life. World 2 ends up getting a double kill, what should have been an easy kill. The Iceman refuses to go down.
I love that, though, by last shot and cycle. They say, you see, they double push right there. They know that they have numbers in this situation. They double push on the C side. Can they hold this, though, is the question. You know Spin Again are going to be right off the spawn and sprinting towards C.
Another camouflage goes the way of Shopify Rebellion. I feel like Spin Again have gotten 1 power-up out of a game and a half right now. And my gosh, World 2 with the double and this camo control. Can they steal away this hill?
That was just beautiful by Royal 2. Take some beautiful routes, and that's what you want to see out of a player like this. Now, once again, flexing with that snipe on the top of tower. This is going to be hard to break here for the side of Spin Again. They really have to make sure they take this approach meticulously.
I don't know if it's Shopify Rebellions or Spotify Rebellions. Right now, this is music to my ears right now, watching the way they're playing and holding on to the tower side. That's a killing spree as he almost lines up bound, but with that kill comes the hill, and Spin Again are up 2-0.
Well, I asked if Spin Again were going to push forward, and they did. You saw them break everyone down, left Royal 2 on top of that tower with Sniper all by himself, but now we have Falcated with the snipe, and he does work with it. This 2-0 lead, Tony, it's a lot to come back from, but I think Rebellion can do it if they tighten up a bit.
Oh, great shot by Falcated. Renegade is able to clean up Frosty there, so now with a man advantage, Spin Again get aggressive towards the hill. The bottom mid push is going to be sniffed out by Spin Again as well, and meanwhile the top mid players are trying to get positioning, but Spin Again are watching every single angle on the map, and like a hawk, might add.
It's just the process, right? Get the kills, then get in the hill. Spin Again, find themselves in a nice bit of control here on the outside. Cycle gets taken out. That's a death you don't want to have if you're Rebellion. And here comes the rest of the players. One by one, they go down. Spin Again's defense is phenomenal.
I've been telling y'all since the day 1 of HCS, day 1 all the way back in North Carolina, man. Falcated might be the most underrated Slayer in the league, and he's 11-5 right now, and a large reason Why? Spin Again have a 3-0 lead. Shopify Rebellion right now are in danger of dropping down into the lower bracket. This is the winners bracket finals, and right now, Rebellion don't have a hill.
I mean, I absolutely love Rebellion struggling, right? But I absolutely love what I'm seeing out of Spin Again. I mean, like I said before, if this is only 3/4, I cannot wait to see what this season brings to us. Bound, Legend, Renegade all seem to be on the same page. You see them, the bait and switches are good. I think this is a big part, right? Making sure that your teammates there to clean up a little bit of damage that you do. I mean, this is just beautiful out of this Spin Again roster. They do go 2 down there, but they're halfway to completing this last hill.
I don't have the chat open right now.
Yeah.
But I'm willing to bet like 10 gifted that Verbmaker right now is talking some type of trash. He's probably saying something along the lines of like, oh my gosh, I told you Bound was the chosen one, or Renegade this, or Best Man, where you at? I promise you, I don't have to look at the chat and I know that Verbmaker is talking maximum trash. I promise you.
I absolutely love that man's passion for the game, and he actually understands the game decently, opposed to what people think. So it's really cool to see. But yeah, Spin Again come through with another victory. That's a game 3 victory. That's beautiful out of them.
I'm not letting you get away with that, Tim. I'm not letting you get away with the last thing you have to say about such a great series and a dominant win from Spin Again is that Verbmaker knows what he's talking about when he talks about Halo.
He sometimes knows ball.
We cannot be doing this. We cannot be gassing up Verbmaker as
You don't agree that he knows ball sometimes?
I think he knows ball sometimes.
He's been telling you Renegade and Bound have been chosen ones since no, he's been telling you, bro. You gotta listen to that man, bro.
We could be like, yo, Spin Again played this really well. Like Foul K was popping off.
Baby.
No. It's Verbmaker knows game. Verbmaker knows ball.
Yep.
That's where we're sitting. Okay, I see how it is.
I don't know. I think we need to see
you know what, Tim?
You and Verbmaker.
Take a break. Tim, take a break. Take a break.
I'm not taking a break.
I'll take the next series. I need you to rearrange yourself. I'll take the next series. I'll cast the next one, bro. We cannot be having this happen. Hey, that being said,
hashtag Verbmaker in the chat.
That being said, Spin Again played so well, right? And this is what we've been expecting from this Optic Gaming roster, but haven't been able to see in these off-season tournaments yet. Obviously, missing Quorum was a big part of that equation. What did you see that happened, Active, that really allowed them to start controlling games the way that they were?
The pace at which they took fights, right? It was just overwhelming. And I think when you think of Rebellion, think of a very fast-paced roster, but I truly think like Spin Again are that much faster. And I was surprised what I saw in that Slayer game, but at the same time, I wasn't. I think Rebellion are an incredible Slayer team. Like I said, when they don't have that objective to worry about and they can just take routes on the map and take advantage of numbers, they do great. It's unfortunately against this roster of Spin Again that they found their match.
We did see bright moments from Shopify Rebellion, though, and to already talk about that, the Slayer, it was close until it wasn't, right? Shopify Rebellion just started to fly away with the game. So that potential, even in their low moments, like Game 3, like we know what they're capable of, and what do you expect of Shopify Rebellion throughout their elimination bracket run?
And this is kind of what I talked about the first time we saw them in the off-season tournaments, and I got a little roasted in my YouTube chats, but I said they won the tournament, but I feel like we can still be a bit hypercritical and say that maybe some of the objective efficiency woes that have followed FaZe in the past have maybe come to them here,